Hi there, and welcome to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And welcome back to another episode on Strictly Flying. We've just arrived on an amazing flight with KLM from Amsterdam. You can check out this flight at any time by simply clicking on the link that I've left in the description below. Today, we are continuing our journey on a domestic flight with GOL Airlines to Fortaleza. About a 3.5-hour flight up the coast to the northeastern part of Brazil. Rio de Janeiro's main international airport is called Galeão, and it's not really my favorite airport. Rather far from it. I've already checked in. Let's head through security, and I'll explain how this airport is not very popular, even between the locals. Now, if you notice this semi-transparent wall to the left, right behind it, is the departure gate of my flight. However, it is not possible to get to the other side without taking a major detour. We've gone through security, and there is nothing else we need to do, except get on board the aircraft. So why have they blocked this access? There is even a door with access to the other side. But it is very apparent that this door is closed. You see, the duty-free shops and all the restaurants are located downstairs. So, if they allowed access, they are afraid of losing business. That can only be the explanation to this absurd and forced detour. It's over 2 hours before boarding, but I'm going to show you how far I need to walk before arriving at my gate. Here we are. On the other side of the wall. Now, imagine having a short connection and having to run through all of that. Would you be pleased? Besides the ridiculous detour, the airport is old, outdated, and with all of the concrete surrounding the terminal, the ambience is extremely noisy. And it doesn't help that they announce every boarding of every flight, about 10 times prior to gate closing. The announcements sound like someone is screaming in a megaphone. Seriously. Maybe I'm just getting old and grumpy, but I'm usually okay with crowds and waiting between flights. However, some airports are just way inferior to others. Rio de Janeiro is definitely one of them. At least there are some restaurants and cafes, where I can enjoy a cold beer prior to boarding. Free Wi-Fi is also a bonus, and it actually works. Well enough to stream Netflix anyways. Finally, my flight is boarding. So let's get on board. I'm seated in the very last row this time. 33A. The flight is also 100% full, which has been the case the last time I've flown domestic in Brazil. A lot of these flights have also been cancelled, and I'm guessing they will cancel any flight which is not completely full just so they can have maximum profit. Which I guess is fair in these pandemic times. GOL Airlines is a low-cost, no-thrills airline. They are the second biggest operator in Brazil, right after LATAM Airlines. GOL operates only Boeing 737s, and were some of the first to take delivery of the 737 MAX. Which we all know how that went. GOL mostly operates a domestic network, however they do have a few flights to Miami, Orlando, Buenos Aires, Santiago, and Lima. It was on these routes the 737 MAX was intended. Anyways, we are seated on a 737-800 today, which will take us all the way to Fortaleza. As you can see, I'm praying that the guy in front of me doesn't recline. These seats are ridiculously cramped. But at least you have a power outlet under each seat. And I can confirm it works.
Flight crew, welcome aboard our Boeing 737-800 for GOL flight number 2248 bound for Fortaleza and connections. Today in partnership with Air France and Galeão. Our flight time is going to be around 2 hours and 56 minutes. Mr. Grader speaking. I'm the chief person of this flight. Count on us for a safe and enjoyable trip. Before takeoff, please unplug any personal electronic device. Thank you.
Now, let's get in the air so I can relax with a couple of movies on my iPad. Oh, and by the way, forget about in-flight service. No food or drinks on this 3-hour flight.
We are preparing for takeoff. Please make sure your seat back and tray tables are in their full upright position. Beware of the warning lights to fasten your seat belts. You can only open the overhead bins when this warning light is off. Smoking is not allowed on board, and tampering with or disabling the smoke detectors in the lavatories is prohibited by law. Please read the card with the safety instructions located in the pocket in front of you. In an emergency landing, stay in one of the positions indicated on this card. In an emergency evacuation, leave all carry-on luggage in the aircraft. We wish you all a great flight.
There isn't much to show here anymore. Soon after takeoff, the cabin lights remained dimmed and the crew were nowhere to be seen until we were ready for landing. I am exhausted. That's me traveling for over 24 hours since I left Norway. Anyways, welcome to Fortaleza. It's going to take some time to deboard the aircraft since I'm in the last row. It's already 11 o'clock p.m. and I'm ready for bed. If you're still watching, a huge thank you for joining me on this flight. And please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. And subscribe to my channel for more flight reports like this. Thank you, and until next time, Stay safe and happy travels.